Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 24th through the 30th. We have our mermaid theme, our ocean theme still going on as we're in the summer season. Another new little mermaid deck here. We're going to see what's coming up for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising as we're going into the week ahead, my dears. And at the end, as always, I'm going to go ahead and pull a little angel message for you from a different deck. There's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, my darlings. Keep in mind, guys, these are general readings, which means it might resonate a lot, it might resonate a little, it might not resonate at all. And it might differ week to week, and that's okay. There's no need to get upset. No need to get your blood pressure up over it if it doesn't resonate. No need to get angry. You can definitely check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks it might resonate more, or it might just give you some extra information. But you're starting off the week, Pisces, with a very positive card. You have Ace of Swords. Now, the creator of this deck, this is really interesting. The creator of this deck has little words to sum up the card at the bottom. And so her words are like how she sees the cards, or how she sees the deck. And I agree with her on most of them. And some of them are like, oh, wow, I never thought of that. And Ace of Swords is one of those for me, because Ace of Swords for me, again, I can see how it could be summed up as victory. But for me, I think of Ace of Swords more so as like it's the victory in the mind. Like mentally you're overcoming something, or an epiphany or realization or idea is coming your way that will ultimately lead you to victory, right? So I don't see it as like a physical battle or like a competition where you're coming out on top. It's the thing before that. It's the step, for me, it's the step before that. It's in the mind. Ace of Swords for me is new thought, clearing away mental blocks. And that's the feeling that I'm getting for a lot of you Pisces in the beginning of the week. Keep in mind, you guys, we're coming off of the Sagittarius full moon. And you all are Pisces. Obviously, you're not Sagittarius. You're water, they're fire. Yes, I understand. But Pisces and a lot of the water signs happen to be very moon sensitive, especially Pisces, from the ones that I've known. Moon sensitive means that when there's a full moon or a new moon, like you're really connected with the energy, or you feel it very strongly. So you may feel around the time of the full moon, you may feel tired, you may feel emotional, you may feel sleepy, you may feel, whatever that particular energy is around the moon. And this particular Sagittarius full moon was coming in with a lot of inspiration and a lot of like desire to have action, like to move forward, like to make these inspirations and these things be real. So you all are coming off this moon energy from the recent full moon, so I feel it's carrying into the beginning of the week ahead, where you just have these ideas and you have a really good idea of what you're wanting to do. But not only that, this is the main important part. Whatever mental limitations you had put on yourself before, where you would tell yourself, oh, it's not going to work out because I'll never come up with enough money. Oh, it's not going to work out because I'm not smart enough. Or, oh, no, it's not going to work out because nothing ever does. Or whatever it is, whatever things you kind of said to yourself before that kept you in the cage, you're done with that way of thinking. You're coming out of the cage. Your mind's coming out of the cage. Your body's coming out of the cage, right? Free your mind, the body will follow. So that's the feeling that I'm getting, Pisces, for you guys in the beginning of the week. This is really significant. This is really exciting. This is really positive energy. Your Wednesday, Thursday is... Ooh, Queen of the Ocean, abundance. So this is gonna be... I believe this is Queen of Wands. Yeah, because she's holding a little wand here. Although abundance I think of as Queen of Coins. Right? Well, let me see. Let's clarify here. Aha, see, it's a new deck. So reading a new deck, sometimes this is the major arcana here. I missed the major arcana. This is not the Queen of the Court. This is not Queen of Wands. This is the Empress. All right, the third card, the major arcana card, is the Empress. So This is significant energy, guys. I mean, this is really powerful energy, especially coming in after the Ace of Swords. When we have major arcana cards come up, and major arcana cards in the tarot are the cards that have the Roman numerals, right? Like this has Roman numeral 3. They come up when you're at a really significant crossroads, when this is a really big moment of growth or a really big turning point in your life where you're about to accomplish something that you were meant to accomplish in this lifetime, or learn from, or really change or grow. Something that is meant to be a blessing for you down the road. So you have the Empress card coming up, which the creator of this deck has kind of summed it up in a nutshell with the one word of abundance. And the Empress is very abundant, okay? There's something I want you to understand about the Empress too, Pisces. It's a very powerful energy because Empress is above the queens. There is nobody on earth, or in this case in the ocean, that she answers to. There's nobody above her. She's the highest ruler. There's the emperor, who is her equal, but the only one she would answer to would be, would be spirit, would be higher power. That, other than that, in physicality, there is no one above her. There is no one that she answers to in the physical realm. So Pisces, I feel that what this is saying, that a lot of you are coming into not just clearing out your mental blocks, but you're finally coming into your power where you're owning what you want to do, how you want to do it, and you're not feeling like you have to answer to anybody about it. But here's what the best part is. The Empress, as powerful as she is also the embodiment, the classic just kind of example of femininity, of that feminine power. Okay, so there's a creativity with her, there's a beauty with her, there's a softness with her, there's a magnetism about her, but also she is very respected. And people are very cautious how they would approach her. They're very respectful towards her because they don't want to offend her. They don't want to fall from her graces. They want to be in her good standing because they want to be near her amazing, beautiful energy, right? Like, they don't want to be exiled, from her, or cut off from her. Empress is very, very, very beautiful energy, very loving, very nurturing, very creative, very soft, very feminine, but also very, 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 very strong and in control, and in her seat of power. She's on her throne. For those of you who are male or who identify as male, you could be really taking on, because we all have feminine and physical attributes, you may be taking on or owning parts of your feminine energy that are going to help you getting ahead this week, or you may be manifesting this type of a connection with this type of a female. For those of you who are searching for a feminine partner or a feminine energy partner, you are manifesting that kind of connection for some of you. Empress can also be with a fertility, right? So some of you, maybe you're talking or beginning in the stages of planning a family. It's going to be different for different ones of you, but the overall energy that I'm feeling around it, my darlings, is that you are on a mission. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. Like, you have the knowledge of how you're gonna make this happen, and now you're finally believing that you can make it happen, because in the past it didn't work out because you didn't believe in yourself, or you quit on yourself, or you gave up on yourself. And this time you're like, nope, I know who I am. And it also makes me feel like whatever you're doing, you're finding a way to make your natural gifts and talents work in your favor. Whereas maybe before you were constantly trying to edit yourself, or you were trying to fit in some kind of box, right? Like, if somebody's really creative, they're probably not going to be happy working in an office, 10, 15-hour days, analyzing paperwork, or doing things like contracts or something like that, right? But they might say, oh, but you know what, if I want to be responsible, if I want to have a high paying job, if I want people to respect what I do for a living, then I have to go off and I have to be a lawyer. Well, no, because you can have things about you that are gonna be a way for you to make a living, or that are gonna be able to, you know, let you be in your abundance as who you are without trying to be someone else. So I feel, Pisces, a lot of you, certain things about yourself that before you thought were weaknesses, you're beginning to realize they're actually strengths. Okay, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, ooh, is Ace of Cups. It's love, 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 love. So I love this, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is very exciting. First of all, water, right? Pisces, you're in the water energy. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's fabulous. Um, Ace of Swords is a card about breaking through mental, like, you know, mental blocks, right? And Ace of Cups is known as a love card. Like, your life is beginning to be filled with emotionally rewarding experiences, new beginnings, satisfying projects. Sometimes it could even be like a new home, or like a, you know, feeling at home. But for every tarot reader, there are certain cards that have a little extra meaning, and this is one of those cards for me. Okay, because for me, Ace of Cups is saying that you're coming to the energy where you're ready to start learning from joy instead of through pain, right? Because it all happens. Like, you know, sometimes you'll hear in a reading and somebody say, oh, this is going to be a karmic lesson for you, and people start typing, oh, I can't take another karmic lesson, I can't take another heartache, I can't take another pain, because we all kind of begin learning through pain, right? And then one day we tell the universe, that's enough, I can't do this anymore, I'm done, no more, I'm never gonna fall for this again, or I'm never gonna trust this kind of person again. And you make a statement to the universe that you're done with suffering, that you don't want to suffer, that you don't want to learn through that pain, and you take a stand. And so the universe responds, where you begin learning through positive experiences, you begin learning through love, you begin learning through joy, you begin learning through success. And then so instead of saying, oh my goodness, universe, no, this is terrible, please no more, make it stop, instead you're like, oh my goodness, yes, this is wonderful, I love this, more of this please, right? Or this was great, but you know what would be even better, right? You begin learning in that way. So I really feel this is a very significant shift and a very big period of growth that you're going to be coming into, Pisces. I feel this energy is not just for this week, but I feel this is really going to be going through as the theme for the remainder of your summer. And I think this week is kind of kicking it off, like this is the beginning of it. But I really think big changes are going to be happening for you, Pisces, through the summer. We're going to go ahead and check out your angel message for the week. See what your angel message is. And again, guys, if you want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, it might resonate with you more. It might give you a little like extra info. And if you would like a private reading, obviously I'm available. You can schedule through the link in the description. Oh yes, Pisces, very, very nice card. You have Angel of Clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. You know why? Because you got that Ace of Swords in the beginning of the week. Things that were cloudy, things that you weren't cleared about. You, Pisces, you're going through a mental clearing. A lot of you, like, this is the week where you're having epiphanies and your eyes are being opened and you're starting to see through all of the false things that were put in you in your childhood. This doesn't mean that you had terrible parents. Some of you did have terrible parents, but this doesn't mean that if you had false things put in your brain in childhood that you had terrible parents. It means that you were taught a lot of their fears, a lot of their limitations, a lot of their worries, right? Their failures that made them look at life in a negative way, they may be put in you, and they told you, well, you can't succeed because that's just the way the world works, and that's what they think because that was their experience. So all of those limiting programming or false beliefs, you're clearing out of your head. This clearing, I feel, is a mental one, Pisces. It's like you're really beginning to see the truth of the situation. I feel it's coming in through like a burst of confidence for a lot of you. a burst of confidence. And so it's like all of a sudden the doors are opening, things are clear. All of a sudden you can see clearly, and you're moving ahead and you're making things happen. So it's an exciting time. I think for a lot of the signs, the energy right now seems to be pretty good. I think the Sagittarius full moon's putting a lot of people into action, and I think it's energy we're going to be feeling through the rest of the summer even. Okay, my darlings, so I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so very much for being here. Remember to check out the card of the day and the daily pick of cards on Instagram and Facebook, Amethyst Angellight. And I'm wishing you a fabulous week. Take care.